Alright, today I have a review of the local card show. I guess they call it Geocat shows. Geo is short for Jeff, one of the guys that works at a card shop that since the 80s or 90s. He was, I think, a teenager when he was working there. I don't know. I thought he was much older than me, but just only like a year, so just interesting. Anyway, to make a long story short, it was an enjoyable show, but I only had 2 hours approximately to spend there, so it opened up a little early, and this is their second one. And there was a lot of eager vendors to sell stuff and wanted to clear things out in some cases, and so I was very happy. Some people, it was their first time selling. One guy said this is his first show in like 35 years or something like that, or 30 plus years, which was kind of cool. And he sold some stuff to me and my friends at the swap meet recently. And there's another guy that's usually there at the swap meet selling cards. So I bought a bunch of stuff from him, and he's kind of warming up to us, so that's good. And met up with Chris Cards and Hungry Man 97. Chris Cards, if you didn't know, is the TTM guy, and Hungry Man 97 is the error card expert. So two different, factions of stuff there. And Chris gave me a couple of cards here, which I may or may not have for my set here of the not Happy Days but the Beach Boys there. This one's got the Gold Surfer on there, and this is the Al Jardine card I believe that I sent to him, but I never heard back. So I don't know what address I'm using or what I did wrong. I've been having a lot of bad luck with people that sign or missed windows. Somebody else was signing, and I just cannot remember. Somebody said Don Mattingly was signing, but I think I might have missed that ship. I had written to him a long time ago and never got anything. I basically just have to count a lot of my cards goodbye. So I know that Gary, or Hungry Man 97, he bought some top loaders, and that's all I saw him buy when I was there. And then Chris got some cards for TTM. I can't remember, a dual card and a couple other things, and I'll show you what I got. A lot of them were just dumb purchases because they were $1. I guess I could have bought more of them, but I don't know. We'll get to those in a second here. But I looked around, and we walked around and stuff like that, and had some family there for a little bit, and they had to do, or went and did some other things, I guess. And then I met up with them later to do some little kind of miniature shopping or whatever. And so the first card I picked up here, actually the first cards, well actually let's see if I can get to it. The first card I picked up here is this blue border 2004 or 2024 tops of Evan Phillips. I don't really know him that well on the Dodgers, but I just, I had to pay $1 for this. It's not worth $1. I don't know what the blue variety is, and the seller didn't know what it was. There was a lot of cards that were like at that $1 price point that were probably worth 50 cents. Some of them were worth $1.50, so kind of worked out. Who knows? Again, there was a lot of value boxes, 25 cent and otherwise, but again, a lot of this, modern stuff, I don't really feel like paying 25 cents for the modern boxes. You could really waste a lot of money because, and again, we were being very careful with our money. But I bought that one just so I remembered. I guess I could have taken a picture on my phone, but it's a Dodgers one, and so now I have one example. And if Evan Phillips isn't all that valuable, he could be the guy that maybe I PC and get like one of every card example for that one. And then, so that was the first one I picked up. And then I hit a guy that was selling a lot of vintage, yes, vintage. And so I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, I want to say 4, I thought I had 5 cards or so from him. He had a bunch of Hall of Famers, but I didn't, I guess I didn't really, was not really interested in the condition versus the price. Everything's a top loaders and holders, so you can't really see. The first one I picked up here has got a really bad corner. I don't know if I should glue it because it could get damaged. It might have actually had some repairs to it. But Roy Face 55 or so, there's a big, huge whammo right there. I don't know what happened there, but huge whammo right there. And a corner is ready to fall off. I don't know, it just feels like it was been in some kind of thing that kind of pressed it into that shape. So I don't really know, but anyway, that was $3. So I'll take some of these out of the holders. And like I said, the corner is about ready to, is almost falling off there. I did not see that. I probably would have, one of the guys wanted to get the Dick Grote one. I couldn't know if he was still signing or not. And that was $3 as well for that one, but there was a big whammo in it. And I think that was a 53 tops. I know Chris will probably post his cards, and Gary probably will not. So then I saw this, and I said, Lou Burdett, I don't know. I'm not sure that he's a Hall of Famer. I don't really know. But 55 Bowman, it was $6. I said, yeah, I'll take that because it's really clean. I mean, for what it is. So, again, it's not, super centered and everything. There's a little line there, but the Lou Burdett, there's a little kind of whammo right there, and maybe another one up here. Let me know if $6 was too much, but that's pretty good for me to get that card there. I'll try to back it up here, see if that whatever focuses here. So there's my Lou Burdett card there. Did not have that one. That was $4 for that, or sorry, $6 for that one. And I think he made a little bit of a deal. And then I got this one, the 62 checklist. This is Series 1. I know I'm almost 100% sure I already have it, but do I have an unmarked checklist, which I think this is. But you never know. Somebody might have gone and erased, one or two cards off of that. And I cannot really tell. I had the magnifying glass earlier. It's really hard to tell if anything was marked at one point, but I'm leaning towards not. I'm leaning towards not there. And again, the top border is almost all gone. But again, I like to buy checklists, and especially at $2. That's a great one to get at $2. You might be able to get somebody on that checklist to autograph that. So somebody's still alive. I'm trying to think of who would be on there. Not Norm Larker, he's passed away. Tom Tresh has passed away. Bill White, Harry Kraft, Tom Morgan, I don't know if he's still around. Ray Herbert was around for a while. I don't know. And more than likely the person would be on the back there and they would sign the front, or they wouldn't sign it at all. Really don't know, but that's just kind of a set pickup here. And then this one here, 52 tops. Again, it's not well centered, but the card presents well. And this is Chris Van Cuyk, C-U-Y-K, I think that is. I do not know who he is. That was $10 for that one. So, whatever. That's what I got, And I had gotten to the vintage kind of early, but then I was waiting for my friends. We walked around, and he had sold a bunch of it while I was gone. And I was, dang it. And we did get a couple, some of us got some stuff out of that, or were thinking about it. But yeah, very happy to have another 52 tops there, and virtually crease free. There's like a little ding there, I think, there, or a little kind of almost, impression there. Very happy to have another 52 Bowman. I don't know, 52 tops. I don't know how these kind of go out. They're somewhere between, 5 and 10 for lower grade ones. And then the next card here, I just went up to a booth. I was looking at stuff, didn't see anything and I just saw this card there. I said, how much? He said, oh, just give me $5. So we'll take it out of the bag here, but now I have a Roger Clemens here. I may already have it, but at least I have one that's protected here. Again, not worried about the grade, but it's supposedly an 8, whatever that means. It could easily be a 9. There's that one there. If I regrade it, it'll probably be a 7, but it's not particularly centered perfectly. But again, it's a Roger Clemens, and it was only $5. And they were just like, whoa, what happened? I said, well, while you guys were looking the other direction, I bought a $5 slab. So there were people that had stuff that was just not priced. You just had to ask. Sometimes, like silly, somebody might have said, oh, I want $25 for that. That would have been a normal response, or 15 or 20 or 10. I would have thought about it at 10, but at $5 I said, yeah, I just can't walk away from that. So very, very happy to grab that one there. Eventually I will pick up his rookie card, his 84 or 85. I don't remember what his other rookie cards were, what year this. I think there was 85 Fleer, so I'll pick up one of those. Does not have to be graded. And then we'll get into some of the other pickups here. Again, one guy just had lots of everything, and it was just so time consuming, and I had to leave pretty quickly, so I missed out on the non-sport. But again, these shows are going to be happening more frequently. So these are almost all football, but 2 basketballs. Shout out to Ed Wesker-Griff on those. So let me see if I can find everything and get it all organized here. Okay, so we'll do the basketball last. Haha, Ed, you have to wait. So we have on the Eagles, Eagles, Jordan Matthews on the Eagles. And the reason why I grabbed it, not because it was, I think it's $5.99, fourth 15 out of 5 something, I don't know. Again, this is new generation, and this is Jordan Matthews on the Eagles. And the only reason why I grabbed that is it was $1. And the guy had a bunch of football ones in $1. Now most of these said that they just cut up a shop rag or a towel that they wipe their backside with. I don't know. It says the something enclosed material is guaranteed by Panini America Incorporated. Yeah, it's guaranteed to be a piece of material. That's all they're guaranteeing it. That's all. It's like, yeah, we just sliced up some Walmart jersey. Then we have football legend, I'm kidding, but it's an autograph nonetheless. D'Anthony Thomas, extra points, rookie card. I don't know if he went anywhere there, but it's a sticker autograph from, oh shoot, Prestige. Again, there's a lot of Panini stuff. Gobs. I mean, some people were just Panini heavy on their booths, and I'm like, oh man, not make me happy there. But anyway, his autograph is really hard to spot. It's like right in there. So, D'Anthony Thomas there. I don't know what he did. Not big into football. Then I got LaMichael James. I don't know if he's still playing or not. And, you know, of course, the napkin jersey swatch, but it's got a nice shine to it. And this one was supposedly cut during some rookie event or something like that. So it is technically something. I think that's what it was. The rookie collection from Rookies and Stars. I think that's where it's from. I'm not sure. The enclosed, why I had my magnifying glass and I left it in the other room and I'm not going to go get it. Then we have Sean Mannion in a Rams uniform, and I think he went nowhere. But he was a quarterback for Oregon State, so that's why I picked up that one there. And this is not numbered. I don't know how many people had went through that box. Then, I like to grab quarterbacks, but unfortunately these may not fit my quarterback binder if I can't stretch them into a page. I'm not familiar with Tom Savage, who was a Texan at some point. But this is number 471 out of 499. So there's at least 500 pieces of that, or almost 500 pieces of whatever that was. And it's probably not, it's from the enclosed event-worn material is guaranteed by Panini America. So what does event-worn mean? It means that somebody went somewhere and then wore something, but we don't know who. This one, somebody said if Aaron Murray signs autographs, that would be a good one to get signed. This is 110 out of 215, so there's Aaron Murray. I don't know what he's doing anymore. I think, again, these are probably from like 13 or so. I really don't know. Just a few more. I got Greg Little confused with somebody else. Maybe I was confusing him with Greg Pruitt. I don't know. But this is Greg Little on the Browns, and I don't know if this is numbered. This is some sort of Legends, and it's not numbered, but it's just and this one, I forgot what it said here. Card of Greg Little from the 2001 Topps. Does that say 2011 Topps? It almost looks like Gridiron Legends Football or something like that. I can't read that one, but there's that one there. So Greg Little, whoever he is or was, and you're probably like, geez, these guys are. Now this one is Chris Givens, or sorry, Chris Givens, and it's from Inception, and I think that might have been a high-end product. This is numbered 74 out of 150. Or something like that, and it's just an on-card autograph of Chris Givens, so I figured I might as well grab that one there. Again, on the Rams, the teams were just based on what he had, that's what he had, so I couldn't do anything about it. And again, I was just short on time, so he will be at some of these other events, and so I'll see a bunch of his other, non-sports or whatever. And then 2 cards, again, one vendor in the whole room I could only find, somebody had some Caitlin Clarks, but they were asking, like, there was a Caitlin card, rookie card, that was not graded, and it was $75. and even if he went down to half, that would be too much. And I think it might be the one I already have. It was the Bowman U. So I don't know what that. If I hold on, let's just do a quick little COMC here, and I'll just show you Bowman U Caitlin Clark and see what that's going for. So let's see if I can get to COMC. Oh my gosh, let's get out of Star Tiger here, and we'll go to COMC. I'll look up that Bowman U Caitlin Clark, and I can't handle that, but I'll just show you the ones I got here, and it's not Caitlin Clark. Oh, I hate this get your high-end cards in front of elite buyers this January. I don't have elite buyers, or oh, never mind. Tag. Oh, great. Now tag and COMC. If I can get that done right here. Oh, come on. What is going on here? Oh, man, it does that. We don't need the Bowman now. It wasn't the now one. Alright. Well, hopefully I can find that one. While we're waiting for that, I got Cameron Brink. And I guess he wanted 15, but I think he took $5 off on this. So he was firm on this one here. I do not particularly care for the design because she's far away and it's not really it's not really, I guess, all that sharp. I don't know. So what we need to do here, let's get out of this Gem Mint Night here. We don't need that. And I can't remember, it was this one where she's shaking the fist this way. But he wanted 75 for his Caitlin Clark. But all the Bowman U Caitlin Clark, there's one for 14, there's one $14.75, there's one for 12, there's another one for 11, there's another one for $9.70, there's another one for $10.24, again $7.25. There's Caitlin Clark's down to $2.62, $7. And again, we've got $23.75 for a graded one. And like I said, I bet you one of those fist pumping ones was the one. There's one for $44. I mean, there's very few that are in that $75 range. And again, this was raw. So that's why you have to be very, very careful at the show. I mean, there's a BGS, 100 or whatever like that. So maybe, I don't know what they were thinking there. And again, he might have just said, I'll take half. Who knows? And then I got another Cameron Brink here, and I'm hoping I didn't already have that one. And again, the WNBA was very, very limited to what I could get. And again, I was I was at the end of my time frame there, but very cool to get those. I guess I could have gone back to the show, but it's all the way across back town, and I had some other errands I wanted to do. After I had done some other stuff, I had wanted to hit the Goodwill, not because I really wanted to go there. I actually really didn't. But I had a hunch my friend would sneak over there, and he did. And I had a box of stuff that had his name on it, and I had like 3 junky vases type things, and he was happy to take those. And I didn't want Goodwill to have them. I didn't want the yucky thrift stores to have them. So I'm glad that he could put them in a proper setting and sell them for $5 or less or whatever he wanted to get out of those. They just had to go. They were just, in the family for a long time, and they were just like really not great. Hopefully I didn't get rid of, thousands of dollars of vase. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but... So, again, it was just a long day, but I got all of a total of like 16 cards. And I spent 20 minutes talking about 16 cards. What can you really do? But very happy to get a graded Clemens. Not that I'm happy about having it graded or anything, but it was $5. So I'm just happy to get that. If you don't ask and if you don't talk with people, and again, card shows are a two-edged sword because it's a time to catch up with people and do stuff. But I mean, I really was down to being Mr. Serious. I was a serious buyer there, and essentially, I get distracted very, very easily. Very easily get distracted. So that it's one of those things. What can you do? So I think I'll finish on that note there. What is my favorite pickup? Probably the Clemens, and probably the Bowman. Oh, it's not Bowman. It's probably the 52 Topps card there that I picked up. If I do a showcase at the end of it, a photo showcase, I'll do the best that I can. But It's just like I said, it's a long time, and my videos take a very long time to upload. But a fun time was had by all. You just never have enough time at a card show because it disappears so quickly. Before you even know it, you just walk around building a whole bunch and then buy nothing, and then it's okay. It's crunch time. Gotta buy stuff, and then I just bought stuff to get the stuff out of there. Again, the Caitlin cards were just too expensive for what I wanted to pay. Very, very ridiculous. I mean, there's one that's numbered to 25 for $387, but I guess maybe her cards are going down. I don't know. But if I can get a Caitlin Clark rookie card, Bowman U, technically, down, it's like, not even $3, starting at $3, and another one for $3 or $4. I mean, I guess I could load up on them. I really don't know. Just have one of each, and then I'd be done with it. And if nothing else, she was a phenom for a while, and even if she turns out to be a bust or does not come back, as good as she did before, it's just something that it was just a point in time that got people interested in the sport and got people excited about it. And so that's what I have for today, and thank you for watching.
Got me hypnotized by the way you look at me, yeah. Baby, don't you lie, girl, you know your body T, yeah. You show me your pretty girlfriend, who is she, yeah. I'm just tryna know if you wanna be with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me. If you wanna be with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me. If you wanna be with me. Got me hypnotized by the way you look at me. Baby, don't you like you know your body T. You show me your pretty girlfriend, who is she? Just tryna know if you wanna be with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me. If you wanna be with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, if you wanna be with me. What you said to me doesn't even make sense, yeah. I'm telling you, you have to feel the music if you wanna dance. I just wanna take you out and go to Essence, yeah, yeah. The way I feel your body, oh my, got me in a trance. The way you keep on looking at me, do you need a lens? I don't wanna feel like I'm the only one who cares. Baby, do you care? Baby, do you care? You got me hypnotized by the way you look at me, yeah. Baby, don't you lie, girl, you know your body T, yeah. You show me your pretty girlfriend, who is she, yeah. I'm just tryna know if you wanna be with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me. If you wanna be with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me. If you wanna be with me. Got me hypnotized by the way you look at me. Baby, don't you like you know your body T. You show me your pretty girlfriend, who is she? Just tryna know if you wanna be with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me. If you wanna be with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me, with me. If you wanna be with me. Who is she? Yeah, I'm just tryna know if you wanna be with me.